Most relationships don't break because of lack of love. They break under the weight of expectations. Have you ever noticed how peaceful it feels when someone accepts you as you are? And how stressful it feels when you are constantly trying to meet someone's expectations? Today, let's talk about that silent emotional drain, stress that causes because of expectations in relationships. And we'll also look at how the key to harmony is not by demanding more, but by giving more. In this episode, I will tell you 3 simple shifts that can help you to move from expectation to unconditional love. Welcome to Inner Quest Healing Talks, Conversations for Stress to Bliss. I am your host, Ravindra Murthy. In this episode, we will explore the hidden link between expectations and stress in relationships. Whether it's your partner, or is it with your parents, your children, or your friends, and how moving from expectations to acceptance opens the door to unconditional love. Every relationship starts with love, but slowly expectations creep in. We expect them to understand. We expect them to respond in a particular manner, behave, call, remember, appreciate. All these things comes with our conditioning and our expectations. And when they don't, stress starts beginning and creeping up. And these expectations silently change the tone of love, and it moves from, for instance, I care for you to you should care for me this way. And that shift creates pressure to both the sides. The truth is, expectation is a form of emotional control where we are trying to shape how others act or feel to make ourselves secure. Have you realized that love that comes with a condition, is it really a love? If you ask me, it's a transaction. It is not real love. That is where acceptance, on the other hand, brings peace. When you accept people as they are, not as you wish them, your heart relaxes. And acceptance doesn't mean you are agreeing with everything. It means you stop fighting when things are not the way you wanted it to be. You let go of the fantasy version of people and connect with them with who they are really. When someone accepts you fully, including your moods, your tone, your flaws, don't you feel safe to grow and love back freely? Yes, that's the same safety your loved ones need from you. Acceptance is another form of healing. It tells the other person, you don't have to be perfect for me to love you. And that's when love becomes unconditional. So, how do we move from expectation to unconditional love in our daily lives? Let me tell you 3 gentle shifts that you can include and practice for this purpose. Shift number 1, recognize the stress behind expectations. Every should in your relationship carries a hidden tension. They should understand, they should remember, they should change, they should behave this way. All these should adds invisible weight to the relationships. The truth is, expectations are attempts to control how others act so we feel safe and loved. But love that needs control is conditional love. It creates anxiety, not harmony. When we expect too much, we are not loving the person, we are loving our idea of them. And the gap between reality and idea is the place where stress is originated. Replace the should with could. Instead of they should have done this, say they could have, or maybe in that moment they could not. Try this small exercise. Next time someone disappoints you, pause and silently say, maybe they couldn't do it differently today, and that's okay. And that small shift changes frustration and blame into compassion, and your heart melts down. Shift number 2. Practice acceptance without resistance. Acceptance doesn't mean you agree to everything. It means to give without expecting any return. When you love just to receive love back, it becomes a trade. On the other hand, when you love freely, you create abundance because giving itself fills you. It's about seeing the person as they are, not through a filter of what you wish them to be. When you accept, your heart relaxes, the arguments reduce, and peace enters. Think of someone who accepts you completely. You feel free, right? And that's feeling you give others when you practice acceptance. Shift number 3. Choose unconditional love. Unconditional love doesn't mean you become weak. It means you become free. Free from constant disappointment, free from emotional tug of war, free from love with peace. See the person, not the behavior. Sometimes people act out of their pain, so don't confuse their reaction with their heart. Look beyond the behavior to the human who is still learning to love. When you love without keeping any scorecard, yes, stress will fade out and connection will deepen. Because love doesn't grow from perfection, it grows from presence. Remember, acceptance doesn't weaken love, it strengthens it. When you stop expecting, you start experiencing. If today's episode touched something inside you, I invite you to reflect this with another person in your life where expectations have created distance. Just try to accept them fully. No fixing, no advice, no judgment. You feel a lightness in your heart you haven't felt in a while. This is your host, Ravindra Murthy. Thank you for joining me today. Take a breath, take it slow, and remember, bliss begins with you.